If the oil and the gas is there, we can find ways to deal with the above surface risks, deal with the governments in a relationship of trust, because that is what is needed here. Trust between the operator, the government, to bring together the requirements from each side and develop the oil and gas resource that Africa needs. I think there's a common theme between the Mediterranean, where we operate, and the West African countries, and specifically Senegal and Mauritania. Discovered, undeveloped resources which are not big enough for the majors. Companies like BP, Chevron, Exxon, they're fantastic companies, Total, and all the others. But there are sizes of projects that are not made for the size of those companies. That's where Energean comes in. An independent oil and gas company, a unique situation where we have deep water operating capabilities that no other independent can prove. Our development offshore in the East Mediterranean, where we developed 100% of the Karish field, drilled the wells, built an FPSO, laid the pipelines, signed the gas contracts, and brought it on stream in record time, is what we want to bring to West Africa, to Senegal and Mauritania, and other countries as well. So if there are resources that remain undeveloped, and yesterday in this conference, we heard that 53% of existing discoveries remain undeveloped in Africa. And this is what we are here to change. Angola is a very good entry point for us in West Africa. Chevron had Block 14, and the asset is producing 42,000 barrels a day. It needs love and attention to stabilize the production and grow it with the development of PKBB. Too small for Chevron, right size for us. So bringing a little bit more oil into our mix is very healthy. We are predominantly a gas development company. We produce today more than 150,000 barrels of oil equivalent. 80% of that is gas. So the 13,000 barrels net production that we get from Block 14 will bring a little more cash flow. It's not going to change the main mix of the business, but it fits very nicely with our expansion plan in West Africa, where we start with a great country that has a long history in oil and gas, with an asset that produces cash flow. And from that as a basis, we look to do more in Angola, because we want to develop more of this license. We want to do more in exploration. And as I've said many times, when Energean gets into a country, the country becomes a priority. And we look at every opportunity that we can develop, whether it is exploration, development, production, across the board, shallow or deep waters. And that's what we bring. The energy and enthusiasm of an independent that is going to push forward the energy agenda of the country and bring oil and gas resources for the benefit of the local communities. It depends on the opportunity. I mean, we are operating onshore in Egypt. We're drilling 2 wells in June on block East Bir El Nus. So we're very comfortable to operate onshore. As I said in the beginning, we are driven by the resource. Where is the best rock to produce oil and gas? Once we find that, we will deal with the rest, whether it's above surface issues, technical, operational. So yes, we're open. Obviously, our core expertise is development of deep water gas, like we've done in the East Mediterranean.